storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island. All game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
From the gun, the running back has it. Gets away from one, he's got space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds a spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give out of the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it. Turning it on.
This guy just gives you hands. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd.
Oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. To the air on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go to the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. to the running back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes the grab. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Zings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has had some success running the football, so of course the defense thought they might run it there on fourth and short, and that's the perfect time to dial up play action.
Going to the running game. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Now the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
South Carolina, 31.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
There he goes! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. No huddle offense to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Motion from the back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The lone back's got it. Got room at the 35. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This offense being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
From the shotgun down, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Inside the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. He got it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Safe completion on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. He's looking to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Give to the running back. Thrust that arm out. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab in the open. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
To the air on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Got his man. Pulled down for the tackle.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
It'll be 3rd and wide receiver. Now on the move. Turning it on.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks there last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Gets the back moving. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, gutsy call that time by the offense. They're going option on 3rd and long, and the defense is going to watch the film. They're going to be kicking themselves. Nobody was accounting for the quarterback. That was an easy read and decision for him to go get the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.